Wednesday about this country or this biscuits and gravy lasagna. That shit was great.
Okay, who we got? Oh, we got Sporox, CPU 0, first play 1-1. Okay, we got it. We got some early sets here.
Woo!
Oh. You know what, Bill, I want to ask you a question.
What's up?
How does it feel to be coming back to this venue after so long?
Man, it's a trip.
Because I know you were, did you see both of the previous film parks?
Yeah, I've been in every one. Yeah, I mean, the first one, I was doing security for the VIP room. I was doing that. Second year, me and Logan ran the ladder.
Yeah, I remember that photo of you and Logan with all the cups.
All the cups, that's right. If you came to Dome Park 2018, I was the guy who was yelling for your cups, giving your matches. Man, what a time.
Yeah.
And then this year,
6 years later,
I get to do way less work. It's so nice. So nice. It's crazy to think 6 years ago, because it was at the beginning of the year. I was still in my 20s.
Yeah, that's
I was still in my 20s. That's wow.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things have changed in that 6 years, but a lot of things have stayed the same.
True.
I mean, I think it's really cool to me that a lot of the same people that were at those Dome Parks are here now at this Dome Park, but in like different roles or different, situations in life.
Right.
Maybe they're married now. Maybe they have a kid. Maybe they're, more of a head TO instead of a more assistant TO, or maybe they're a commentator.
Sure.
They're out to pasture at the commentator farm.
Hey man, I'm here until I'm not. It's been an interesting career revival in a completely different field. But we made it work. Yeah, ass every Wednesday, 7-ish at twitch.tv/.
Stream will be up at 7. Bracket might not be starting at 7, but stream will be up every Wednesday at 7 p.m. That's the premier Portland, Oregon weekly.
It is. It is premier.
It really is. It's one of the most attended weeklies in the nation.
Third or second largest weekly in the nation, depending on the week.
Yeah, we've definitely been having a pretty strong kind of resurgence in both Oregon and Washington, just kind of in the Pacific Northwest in general. I think Dome Park coming back and having like 1,500 people attending, and many more if it was not capped at 1,500. I think is definitely an indication of how strong the Melee scene is in the Pacific Northwest. How many people love playing this silly children's party game?
Silly game. Man, sorry to people who have to watch all those ads. That's tough. That's way too much.
4-Ox is here.
What about 5-Ox? Huh? You forget about them?
Never seen them. I can't count that high.
And I never will.
Joke's on you. I don't know how numbers go that big.
That's crazy. I stack number on top of each other. I put 2 1s on top. No 2 happen. 2 not happen.
I think Shroomed also lost an upset on the main stage to Knuckles. I think Knuckles, the European Marth player.
Sure. That guy. Yeah. He seems like a cool
maybe
guy.
It was not Knuckles. I think Knuckles was playing the Fox. Oh, no. Shroomed lost an upset on the main stage, I think. Pretty sure.
Well, looking like he's going to close this game out here shortly. Oh, no. Getting crouch canceled. Sometimes, man, it's amazing how good that is.
Yeah, it's really good.
Crouch cancel. Man, what's one of the best defensive options? Oh, just hold down.
It
just
really
hold down.
is. But it's like, oh, that's not one of the better defensive options. Yeah, I mean, It's like crouch cancel is so good, but I mean, I don't know. Part of me also wonders like if what the game would be like if crouch canceling and ASDI down did not exist. Because there are so many moves that like would become insane if you could not just ASDI down.
Yeah, I mean, there's moves that used to be insane until everybody started ASDIing down.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we can already see what those results were, and people were bad.
Yeah.
People were losing to things that they didn't have to lose to because they were like, crouch cancel is lame. I don't want to do that. It's like being a dock player and refusing the cape. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? That's stupid.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely one of the ways that this Stone Park has changed since the last one. Is just how much further the level of gameplay in Melee has, you know, how much higher the top of Melee is in terms of like level of gameplay compared to 6 years ago. Because like, you know, it's not like Melee players were, you know, like bad at the game in 2018, but it's like just with how much people are able to play the game now. You know, how you can play the game for hours a day, every day of the week without leaving your home. You don't have to drive out to go to Fest to get practice anymore. You have Uncle Punch, all these training tools.
Made it easy. Made it way too easy for these kids. I'm telling you.
Don't go using these kids.
These kids
You're not
these
that
days.
old.
You know what's funny is Adam was like, we were talking on Wednesday, and he's like, yeah, but at least you like competed. I was like, dude, the amount of practice that I put in when I was competing and doing okay was like a third of what people do now. Like people are uncle punching. That didn't exist. You know what? You know what I did? I would grind like ledge dashes and wavelands, and like I do that for like 20 minutes a day. I'd be like, all right.
That was pretty solid for those days.
That's all you had.
Yeah, because I remember, because when I started playing,
I didn't even play against other people. I would just go to tournament and play. Like, it got to a point where like I wasn't having fun with the game anymore. It was like I don't want to sit here and practice. I'm just gonna get upset. I just want to go play, and then I play. It's like I didn't practice. I'm upset. And it's like, well, you know, buddy, there's an easy fix here.
Just stop playing.
Just stop playing. Real easy.
Yeah, I remember when I first started playing, the solo practice tool was going into versus mode against the CPU, but then doing the name tag entry glitch.
Yeah.
So that you could play it once just with no CPU by yourself in versus mode and practice movement without the CPU there to hit you while you were doing movement.
It's true.
And my practice routine was like, you could do the name tag entry glitch, and then as Marth do like hack stash for like 10 minutes in a row on each side, and then like ledge dash, and then that was about it. Maybe do some dash dancing too. Not do any of that punish game practice nonsense.
Punish game was crazy.
Yeah, I think that's definitely one of the big kind of, I don't know, one of the big changes is just that punish game practice is so much easier to do these days.
Yeah.
And it's really important in Melee. It's one of the most crucial parts of Melee. Just being able to get a stock when you get an opening. Convert your openings into stocks as efficiently as possible. Oh my god, that was a crazy
That'll work.
smash. Yeah, that worked.
But he lets him back onto the stage. Ooh, he's not getting back in that one.
Yeah, Nico has some pretty slick movement. He's down 2-0 though.
We got 3 stocks apiece with donuts.
Oh, that was a cute little ledge cancel.
Okay.
And a good DIY Shrooms.
Shake and bake. Rice-a-roni, San Francisco treat. Put it in the bag, mix it up.
Oh, that's CC. That's the power of ASDI down. That and there used to be so much better back in the good old days.
Long time ago. Long time ago. Dang. I could go for an energy drink right now. All right. Chase him down. Oh, nice cover.
Yeah. Nice little double needle turnaround. Shroomed stocks, like the stocks he's been taking in this game have been so scrappy, but he's just like holding advantage the entire time. Like when he takes
Clutching
stocks.
it, you know, squeezing it like Homer Simpson would squeeze his son's neck.
Yeah, like not necessarily a ton of true combos, but stuff like that where it's like, okay, yeah, I have you in a terrible situation. You have like maybe one or
crap.
two ways to get out without, you know, without just being right back at disadvantage.
For sure. After this match, if Shroom does clutch this out, can we get match D? I have not seen my man Milkman since the last Don't Park. So, yeah, D. Oh, man. Last time, so we were staying at this mansion, right? It was this big rented mansion. Crazy things happened there, least of which was Milkman getting bet that he couldn't eat an entire variety platter of cheesecake. You know, the kind with like 12 different flavors.
Oh, I thought if you had said like pretty much anything else, I would have said I could do that.
And Corey, aka Milkman, he's like, I got you. And just murders, and he eats the whole thing, right? I get there as he's finishing up like the last 4 or 5 slices, right? And an hour later, he's face first on the ground, laying in the hallway because he feels terrible. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's not even like late. He hasn't really been, I mean, he was drinking, but it wasn't like that one. But like, he's just out, bro. I got a picture of it somewhere of him
All
just
that
face.
for $50.
I don't remember what the bet was. I don't even remember.
I mean, I'm doing that because, like, is it worth it? You know?
I mean,
is it worth
he
it?
loves cheesecake. He looked at it like it's a win-win, bro.
I guess, yeah, if you really love cheesecake.
But I think he found the limit, right? Like he found out just how much he loved cheesecake. It was
it's so
not
dense. Like
yeah.
a cheesecake platter, it's like there are so many things where like a platter of it is not that intimidating. You know?
It's
Like
heavy.
a charcuterie board, you know, that's not that intimidating. But cheesecake is like, it's so dense and it's so thick and tall.
I
That's a
definitely
big
will
ask.
eat a charcuterie board by myself.
Oh yeah, of course.
You give me that gabagool, you give me that salami, you give me some prosciutto, you roll it up, it's delicious.
Yeah, I could. That's easy peasy. That's light work. A charcuterie board, a whole platter.
The other thing that happened,
How did? So that is that. I'm just so curious about this, about that whole day now. How long did it take him to recover from that cheesecake experience?
Probably 3 hours.
Like, how long was he out of commission?
He was out. like again, we were all stepping over him. Like that's what you had to do. And there was a couple different hallways to get to the kitchen.
Okay.
He was in one of them. It was like, all right, I'll just take the other way. like you know, we can adjust. We can acclimate to our environment. The other thing was when
That'd be